the Los Angeles Chargers. Badgley now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you.
Prescott on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Now, that's the type of play that gives you a chance to win. Nothing forced downfield where you don't have a guy open. Swing it out to the back, and maybe even check it down, whatever you want to call it. Gain of 5. You're just trying to get 4 on first down. They're ahead of the chains now.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Joey Bosa in there to bury him for a loss of 11. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning.
And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. Devin Smith, 81 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So Rivers will lead the Chargers up first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
Coming to you. Coming to you. 54.
Rivers. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
And it's third down.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Mike, 55.
Hey, Haywood. Hey, here we go. Mike. 55.
Rivers to throw it. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. And that's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
A 48-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And coming up on their second drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together, but I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
It's our time. It's our time.
Again to Elliott. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
Kill.
Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. The former 3rd-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already on their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
We're going to 53.
3rd and long for Prescott. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed in this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Hey, 79. 79 to hut.
From the 31, Rivers. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Hey, Delta.
3rd and long for Rivers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. On is the Chargers punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 42-yard line.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for. Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where is he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hey, wahoo! Hey, ready?
Following the interception here, Rivers. He's going to look deep down the field and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
I got it. Room. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, team 6. Team 6. 5. Hey, watch. Load it. Load it. Get on.
To throw again. Rivers. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so. There goes Melvin Gordon. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, 41 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 17-yard line.
Here we go. 57.
Right here. Double time.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why?
They'll try to sweep with Elliott. Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And picked up by the Chargers.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets them into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Melvin Gordon with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Gordon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
I enjoyed watching Robert Quinn in pregame warm-ups with you down on the field. Did it surprise you how tall and angular he is? You wouldn't think he'd be able to play against the run that well, would you?
But he can, and he showed it right there, didn't he?
That's that wrestling background he has. He understands leverage as well as anyone in the...
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack.
Left. Hey, high 7.
55, my God, 55. I'm coming, baby, I'm coming.
Throwing, Rivers. And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeMarcus Lawrence able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Here's Austin. It's a 49-yard punt, but subtract 9 there for the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. So Rivers will lead the Chargers up 1st and 10 at their own 18.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Check 55.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rivers. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Red Delta! Hey, Charlie!
54 miles. All day, just like
Now Rivers. Looking for Allen. He's got him on the slant. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 25 yards that time. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now Rivers. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
The Chargers on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 17. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Going deep for Benjamin. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Prescott now. Looking for his tight end, Witten, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And this is going to be a Charger touchdown. So a pick 6 there out of the nickel package. They went with 5 DBs.
Almost becoming the base package in the NFL is the nickel. Hard to throw against. That was demonstrated one more time. A pick six going the other way.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They start on the ground with Elliott. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. He's going to let this one go deep. That's caught at the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
On second down, Elliott. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sideline.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Joey Bosa, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. To throw is Prescott. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Third down and 18.
Here we go. Wide in.
58 to Mike.
Here we're going to 54. Wide in.
Check 26. Check 20.
Here we're going to 53.
Sponge. No.
Here we go 47. 26.
Prescott from the gun. That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. From 21 yards away. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed, they definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
12. 12. Hey, Delta.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. A gain of 6 there on first.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On second down, it's Gordon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chargers on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he is going to lose yardage here. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes, if you got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. Badgley's kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. Randall Cobb, 54 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
They're 180. Green 80.
54 miles. Here we go.
White 89.
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. Oh, he's got a little daylight. There goes Melvin Gordon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Here's Prescott. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup, 76 yards. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. So that's a really big play here in the 4th quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The tackle there by Antoine Woods. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, then you stop that clock. Throwing on 2nd down. Rivers. Henry's got it out on the left side. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
The tackle made by Robert Quinn. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense.
Still.
And then it...
Oh, wide open, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Michael Gallup. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
All right, round 80. Right there in the middle, 55. Left, right. Check.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete right side to Benjamin. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Ken, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
Rivers. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, box drop.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin with time running out. And the Chargers have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages, as a field goal now can only tie it. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Back to throw. To the left side and complete for Amari Cooper. Past the 20. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Step 180, block 11.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Joey Bosa, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can